transport, moving somewhere else, but just slightly faster.
Definitely. It's like there's a genius. He's actually classed as, well, some people like to class, what's his name, Winston Churchill, as the greatest Briton ever. But there's a guy called
David Beckham.
Gaza.
Robbie Williams.
His best. His
the
best
most
song was
enormous.
stolen. He stole his best. Did you hear about Angels?
Oh no.
He met some bloke in the pub. He was
I
drinking with.
can't stand him.
And they went back to his house and they started talking about music and and he said, yeah, I write songs and that. And they took him back to his house and this guy showed him this song, Angels. And next thing you know, Rob Williams is releasing it almost word for word.
No way.
His best song. The reason I know that is because I was talking to my friend about it and we were talking about the same thing, funnily enough, about how musicians aren't original anymore, not many musicians are original. And he was saying, like, yeah, Ed Sheeran is. And I was like,
You just got him sued for it,
and I was like, how can you say that about Ed Sheeran? You can hear the influences in his music. He's like, that's influences, but it's not original. It's like, yeah, but if you're influenced by something heavily, then it's not original. So anyway, he was saying something like, he said, I think you're a bit jealous of him. And I said, I'm not jealous of him. He was like, because I used to be like that way about Robin Williams. I said, yeah, but Robin Williams is crap, man. All his songs are crap. I said, the one song I like is probably Angels. And he said, he stole it! And I was like, I rest my case.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
No, definitely. But I do think, well, Robin Williams, first of all, I just can't stand him. I just think he's an idiot. But then he says that, you know, he's just come out and said he's got bipolar, and because you know that when he done the World Cup and he's swearing.
Yeah, I didn't really get that.
Doing his Snapchats of his wife and he's singing while she's in labour. I'm just like, mate, come on.
That was probably annoying.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Not everything is like a show and entertainment. Like, just go and do your thing.
Yeah.
And then that's it. But back to Genius, there's a guy, Isambard Kingdom Burnout. Yeah, and this guy's a genius.
No.
He's from Bristol, so he's born in Bristol, and he built basically, he built all the railways in England. But he actually found out, so I'm going to say he was a genius, he actually was classed as a genius, but he was an engineer. He built the thing that, the Channel Tunnel.
Yeah.
His whole concept built that, so they still use the things that he invented to this day. Do you know what I mean? To build things. He found out that because back in the day we didn't have trains, so transport time wasn't really a thing.
No.
So if you had the time in the south and the time in the north, it wouldn't matter if it was like 15-20 minutes difference, because I'm travelling 4 days to get there anyway. What's it matter? Don't need to know the time. But what he found out was when you had the trains, he'd calculate the difference in time from north to south. So in Bristol, they've got a clock on the clock tower in the centre of Bristol, and it's got 3 hands in it, because Bristol have always got one extra finger. Is that the small gene pool? Oh god. But no, that's they've got, so they always lost out on like 12 minutes of time. And he done like a lot of stuff, but they're just off the top of my head. Like he built loads of bridges and stuff all over England, but yeah, man, he's a sick genius.
See, people who think like that, it impresses me, because I can't think like that. Even that story then, I was trying to think the time between Bristol and Norfolk, even I was going, I'm getting lost there. North, south. Yeah, it's different. What were you going to say about Winston Churchill? Was it? Oh, people say he's the best.
Yeah, everyone was saying like, he's like, well, he's classed as a genius and stuff as well, Winston Churchill, because of the way he won the war. But I always kind of feel like, I'm going to probably hate you for saying this when I'm going to put it out, but for me, Winston Churchill, he won the war, which obviously I probably would be here if he didn't, so I have to give him props for that. But at the same point now, his country was at war, so to me, first of all, he wasn't a genius. I don't even think everyone says America won the war, but you have to think of like 70% of German troops are defeated in Russia.
Yeah, in Russia,
in Russians. In Russians also. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, when you weigh things up like that, it's kind of like, alright, so we won the war. No one ever even mentions Russia.
They don't.
England won the war. I'm like, alright.
It's true. When I was in Canada, and as soon I was at this museum. I can't remember what it was about. It was a museum about the past, obviously. Yeah. And the fella who was doing the talking, he noticed my English accent. He started talking. And he's like, was a bit digging into me like about colonisation and stuff. Like, mate, I did very little to it. I weren't there.
I won't know, mate. Like, leave me alone.
I was travelling with this Belgian girl at the time, and she's quite clever, but quite switched on. She's a very interesting person. And we was talking at one point, and I was like, yeah, Winston Churchill, you know, saved the world, giving it all that spiel. And she looked at me and went, is that what you were taught? And I was like, yeah, Winston Churchill beat Hitler and the world owes it to England. Is that what you were taught at school? It's like, yeah, and that what happened? And she's like, no, I don't think so. I think there was a lot more involved. I was like, no, it's just Winston Churchill. I think he turned up and had a straightener with Adolf. It was game over, that's what Miss Stott taught me. But no, apparently that didn't happen.
It's just funny because obviously like I've got like a lot of friends, well obviously I'm English, British, proud to be. But it's just so funny, I think like so many people just get things so skewed because you're right, like when you're in school you just taught something and you take that as gospel.
Yeah. Well, that's what you're taught to do.
Well,
that's the whole point, isn't it?
It said history is written by the victors.
Yeah.
And it's like so true. When I read that I was like, my whole education was just like switched upside down, and I was like,
did you feel like you were from North Korea and Kim Jong-un just told you that your country won the World Cup?
Yeah.
We won the World Cup, everyone. Everyone's like, yeah.
Can we see it?
Yeah, no.
So I'm gonna find a North Korean betting shop and put a tenner on North Korea to win the cup. And you can't lose, can you? Because if it's there, yeah, they won. Yeah, Korea won. But yeah, it's you do kind of realise that it's a bit of a weird thing that's taught. It's you know, you can't trust anything that you're taught, really.
I know, it's so crazy though, isn't it? Like,
apart from maths you can teach.
Yeah, maths is
2 and 2 plus 4, showing off, but
yeah. Maths is weird as well, like, because obviously maths is like ingrained into science, so it's kind of like about physics especially. So it's kind of like when people go, I've known some like physicists and they're trying to show me these like equations, like differential, like equations, just mad equations stuff. I can't remember off the top of my head, and I'm like, I'm not good at maths.
No.
So when I've done science, I always struggle with the maths. But if you can't get the maths, you can't really get the science. It's so weird. Like, you can get the concept of it. So like, if someone goes out to me like, do you know the distance of this is X, Y, Z? And I'm like, yeah, okay. But then when they try and show the equations, which is the Y, so yeah, I can tell you that, but Y. So I could repeat to someone and say, did you know that? You know, the sun's like this far away from this star. How do you know that? I'm like, well, there's this equation that says this, but then it's like, well, do you actually know that equation? Or someone just show me that equation? Like, what, I don't know. But I
was nodding there along, and it was just out of politeness, really. I didn't know what was going on. I failed maths. I got unclassified in maths.
Yeah.
Just because I was in top set, because I'd copied off. Remember James Hall? I copied off him in year 10, so I was in year 11 top set, and I said to the teacher, I was like, I don't really understand what's going on. Could I drop down in the group? He's like, I don't like quitters, James.
Is that,
I was like, no, Birch. Mr. Birch, it was, yeah.
So James, all you got to do is look at it like this. Imagine you've got 2 pieces of cake, and I eat 1 piece of cake, and you were left with 1 piece of cake. How many pieces of cake were there? There were 2 pieces of cake. Now I have the other piece of cake. How many pieces of cake were there now? There were 2 pieces of cake. Right, that's what I'm trying to say to you. Don't follow, sir.
Now we've got to go to Greg's. Piece of what cake?
Let's get some actual cake. So you look at the cake, and then you understand it a bit better.
Yeah. He's the only teacher that mixed maths with food tech. Well, there's some rock cakes. Yeah, no, I didn't. My brain's wired a bit differently to that. I never really. I think I only passed my GCSEs. I passed drama, PE, and I think IT. Like basically any ones that you didn't need to revise or think about.
I fucking hated my PE teacher.
Yeah.
Hated him. You know when someone speaks about themselves in third person to you, he's like, but Mr. Priest says, line up on the field, and everyone's like, who's Mr. Priest? What, you Mr. Priest? What's going on?
That's just weird, isn't it?
Come in, like, at parents' evening.